I wanted to ask you, bro, because there was a lot of debate going back to the Super Bowl shit about who had the best Super Bowl performance of all time. As I watch back, because I didn't get to watch when I was a kid, it's obviously Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, it's the king, man. There's no question. It's the
That
king.
nigga, boy, he was teleporting all over that.
That boy was over there looking like he was one of the X-Men in that one. Hold on, was he over there?
If you ain't never watched the Super Bowl, I think it was like '93.
Watch it on YouTube. Just YouTube it.
Man, that nigga was teleporting, bro. Like when I watched the Usher shit, I was like, yo, this the best Super Bowl performance of all time. I thought it was better than Dre's. I thought it was better than definitely. I ain't gonna say definitely, but I thought it was better than JT, Justin Timberlake.
Well, that's the one. That's the one they want them to forget about. They don't really want you to talk about that no more. No, you got it was something out there like Bruno Mars had a very dope one, very put together dope. Weekend had one.
I'm not a fan of it, but
I just saying Weekend had one. We just saying I'm putting out there. People love the Weekend, but I wasn't for the performance. Those two.
Just not a fan.
It was too dark for me. You even had did Whitney Houston do one?
I can't go back that far, bro. That's before my time. But
Yeah, it's a legend, but. There's been a lot of classic performances, but definitely Michael Jackson is top all time. Usher did have a very solid one, and he chose his features greatly that he brought out there with them. Other than that, for me, bro, like you say, Dr. Dre them, they had a dope one. It was good for the West Side. Only thing they left out was the Game.
Gang should have been there.
Definitely should have been there. Just with that whole aftermath, and he definitely should have been there. And I want to do this, man. Like I say, before we get out of here, is the subject, man. It wasn't on this list, but I did want to go into it because I heard that Beyonce is dropping a country album.
How we going to this kind of Beyonce from
No, because it was on my mind, and I heard somebody speaking about it because Beyonce was dropping a country album, and also K. Michelle, which I knew did country music too. I know you know K. Michelle.
How the hell we get onto that, man? We talking about Chris Brown, bro, and Michael Jackson, man.
No, we giving the greatest performance, but it leaked off into that because I know Beyonce did a Super Bowl too. And I was gonna put.
Remember that shit, man.
Destiny Child, you don't remember they Super Bowl?
No, I'm saying I ain't been, but you segue so much. I'm like, nigga, what the hell you talking about, man?
No, man, I thought we got that out the way, man. We know who had the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time.
That was the question of the thing, though, man. I don't want to segue off the topic, man. But the whole thing was like Chris Brown. A lot of people were saying that, Chris Brown, obviously, we don't know if he'll get to that, just on the simple fact of the whole stuff that happened in the past and how America, pretty much presents him or looks at him. But the question was really out there was that, Usher got this Super Bowl, but who's the closest to Michael Jackson? Like, who can deliver a Michael Jackson, or who's the closest to it? We seen Usher what he did, and he's always compared to Michael Jackson. But do you think that Chris Brown, would he be able to give the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time? Is he the most Michael Jackson-like in that scene with Usher?
Easy, bro. That's easy work, bro. Chris Brown is the best entertainment ever to perform since Michael Jackson. It's no if, ands, or buts. If you ever see the tribute he did to Michael Jackson back in the day after Michael Jackson passed, watch that. But just his choreography, his dance move, like dude never lost it. He always put a show. And on top of that, the nigga got vocals. Like, he really can sing and perform his shit.
He can't sing better than Usher, but he got vocals.
Usher got him on the vocals, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But far as putting on a show, oh my God, bro.
I think he would definitely give a better show. I definitely agree with that.
And then I just think, like, even with the records too.
Then why you don't think, is it what I just said before? Is it the whole thing of his past with the whole Rihanna shit, which that shit is very old now. But you think that he will not ever get that chance to be a Super Bowl? Because he has every accolade to really be on that stage.
Unfortunately, he might not get that look, because of that. Because him being Briss Brown, he might not get that look, man. Because it would be,
right
he may get it. He may get it if Rihanna wasn't as successful. But being that she went on to be so big, it'll never be forgotten. And it's sad because when they were dating at the time, they were king and queen of hip-hop. They were the next coming, the new one. Yeah. So being that she blew up to be a multi-millionaire businesswoman, it'll never happen for him, bro. And it's sad because it's nobody else but him can get that type of show, and we'll never get it.
You got a point on that one, man. Because I mean, I say this real lightly right here. Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time, man. I feel, yeah.
And it's crazy, like I say,
yeah.
because of Chris Brown. And it's not just Rihanna, it's the Bloods affiliation.
Oh, let me say this, man.
All that.
I feel like I said, I feel Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time. I feel it's like a little asterisk there right now. I know people look at me crazy every time I say this. I feel R.Kelly is still the greatest artist of all time. You know, take away dancing, performing, as far as like studio, writing it, putting it together, putting a record
We
out.
think R.Kelly Kellogg
is the greatest artist, but I feel Michael Jackson is probably the marquee artist of all time. I think Chris Brown always had that opportunity to, I don't want to say surpass them, bro, but just to keep it all the way 100, like we talk about basketball, bro, Jordan and Bryant. I feel that Chris Brown is a better dancer than Michael Jackson, bro. He just can do a lot. He's more athletic. He can, you know what I'm saying? He just, everything, anytime you pattern yourself after somebody else, you're going to learn what they did plus more.
Facts.
So, you know, I'm not taking nothing away from Michael. I just feel that, you know, the boy can sing. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely dance. He just got stage presence, man. Just got it.
It's like what I see.
Just like Michael had it. Nobody can do what Michael did. It's people that can sing better than Michael.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they can't do what Michael.
But they can't do it like he do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's just crazy. It's sad, bro, because when it goes down to the end of the day of our era, Chris Brown is going to be one of the biggest artists of all time.
He's one of the biggest artists of all time
now.
He's only like 34 years
old. And he's only younger than 35.
So, I mean, I think it's a shame. I think it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame that he may never get that chance to be that. And I feel that it will never be an artist. It's like LeBron damn there with that nigga. I don't think we may never see an artist with that much talent to be able to move like it. Because we ain't seen nobody since Michael Jackson passed that can do it but Chris Brown. And we done had...
And people, like I say, real talent...
We had a lot of artists, bro.
Real talent is hard to clone and stay around for the long run. Like, Chris Brown was supposed to have been out the game after the Rihanna stuff and all the stuff. He's supposed to be out the game, really. But his talent, he has so much talent. He's so self-sufficient. Dude can produce. He got his team in place. They can't really shut him down because he's still so active musically. Because that's what I tell to these other artists, bro. When you look at Chris Brown stuff, I don't care what Chris Brown going through, what he doing, what he died. He got something about to drop.
Yeah, I mean.
All the time. Matter of fact, he got a new album about to drop, I believe. Just had video shots.
And it's always going to have some bangers on it. It's always going to have some chart toppers on there. Some records that's going to hit the top 100.
Definitely.
And
three or four. Because he be putting out like 30 albums.
Oh, yeah. He going to have at least...
He going to have about 5, 6 to chart. Man, matter of fact, I'm tripping. Half his album is going to chart.
Yeah, it's going to chart.
I'm tripping, man.
Chart. It's just with the Chris Brown, I think that he does himself a disservice when he attaches himself to the you know, the Bloods, when he attaches himself to, you know, anything street like that. I feel you do yourself a disservice of where you could be.
Yeah.
It's like you taking polished, you know what I'm saying? You know how Chris Brown could have been cookie cutter. He didn't have to be cookie cutter.
Man, they tried to make him so clean cut, man, but he was so against the grain, man. Once they let the nigga get one tattoo, that nigga went and got his body done. It's like he came transformed. Like he wanted, and he always embraced that being a bad boy. Like he liked being a Bobby Brown. He liked his last name was Brown.
Oh yeah, he liked that shit, man.
He love that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you say, at the end of the day, it definitely does hurt hip hop because you'll never get to see one of the greatest performers do a halftime show or something of that nature, and you know they deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely deserve that, man. Like I want to see Chris get up there, man. But hey, it's all on Chris, man. It's really all on Chris and where he want to go. I think that, you know, obviously the Rihanna shit does hurt him, but I think he has a lot of room to grow from it.
You know Chris Brown or some shit like, man, that shit happened, bro. 15 years ago, man. Leave me the fuck alone. That's the shit, Chris. And Rihanna the same way. Rihanna like,
yeah, I think if Rihanna, man, done move past the shit, man. I ain't saying that, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, abuse victims out here, so they feel a different way about that, obviously. But I think, man, you know, he should have a second chance to, you know, right them wrongs.
I think they talked after that.
No, I ain't talking about they been cool.
Yeah, they been cool.
I thought they had got back together for a second after
I
that.
did too.
No, I thought they did.
They might have. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sad that one incident, that one night, scarred that nigga for the rest of his career.
It's scarred him for because he's still progressing right now, but it's like where he could be if he didn't have that stain on his shirt.
Exactly.
You know, but definitely shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout
to
out
Usher.
Breezy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Usher as well, man.
And shout out all the Super Bowl performers, because if you there performing, you that nigga.
Definitely that nigga, man.